Hi everybody, welcome back to TekWarfare, episode 18 with me, Sid. And last episode, we relocated down here into the basement, and yeah, this is so much nicer. You can't hear, there's not a single villager coming down. This is not going to live here, but apart from that, you can't hear a single villager down here. It's gorgeous. And I need a book. Give me a book, thank you. And I need some co-rail stuff, thank you very much. 3, 4. So I have done the research necessary to make a highly enchanted tool upgrade for my hoofer. So I need to get the enchantments. Now I've got one oh god, we'll get there eventually. Over here I have got one Fortune 2 book, and I had a Unbreaking Fortune 2 Incendiary book. In fact, I had 2 of them, and I tried disenchanting it with the item thing, but got the Unbreaking enchant rather than the thingy. So we're now trying this one. Now, if I remember, right click a grave soul with an enchanted item in your offhand. Now what I'd like is this to give me 2 books separately, but I think it's going to give me 1. It gave me 2. Excellent. Excellent. That's it. That's what we needed. Right. Because the quarry is working really well. But of course we're not getting the maximum yield out of the quarry when it digs up good stuff. So with that in mind, we're going to take a highly enchanted tools upgrade. And well, hang on, I don't really need it, but we'll keep it. And we're going to upgrade our quarry a little bit. We're also going to put this Unbreaking book in the thing. So co-rail 2 stone has some nice things. Now I have spent my knowledge of death stuff on disenchanter, but there's a whole load of other things that you can go, like, you know, ghostly shape abilities, more scribing abilities, yeah, all of this kind of stuff, actual keys. So co-rail is a deeply cool mod. Got a lot of features that are very nice, so that's a thing. Let us pop that there. I want to recharge my wand of embers, because if I'm using that to things, have I checked out slag bricks? Not recently. There we go. What's it? See, using it and not learning new spells, really limiting in how much we can do. Anyway, I will see you over the quarry. Alright, here we are. I will warn you, taken these 3 crates are full of cobble, but we are going to do the upgrade. Let's just head down here and I'll show you what we got so far. This is now refilling, but we've got a load of things. Lots and lots of things in there. Lots and lots of stuff in there, but mainly cobble. Now eventually we'll get to the point where we want to avoid cobble. Stuff in there and in there. So we are 4 out of 8 arcane thingies full. Well, not quite, because as I say, I've taken a whole load of cobble out of here. And in terms of what it's dug, well, it's all over here. And let's have a look what was Potter saying. Nice. Let's go and have a look carefully. Oh, we're almost down. I can see diamonds. We got that fortune upgrade in at just the right time. So you can see it's done all of those, and then nearly 2 whole chunks for that lot. This is going to take up age to mine all of this, and I'm probably going to have to come on and empty those chests a few times. But that's not a problem. I don't mind doing that. I'll probably put the devouring charm things in the things after a while. Once we get to a certain point, we probably don't want too much in the way of hoofer. But anyway, that... I don't want to be here anymore. It just got nasty. Yeah. The reason I've been going and grabbing the cobble is because I need to fill this basin in over here. I haven't got the invoke weather spell on my wands anymore, so I can't do anything about that. I'm carrying more combat spells around at the moment. So this space up here and over here, all of this needs to be filled level. Now, probably too deep. I'll probably go too lower than the actual thing, because Enderman and their tendency to steal blocks. But rather than use all dirt, I thought it would make sense to use some ballast material that we have plenty of. So cobble it is, And I've got plans for this wall. I just wanted to double check something actually. So if I were to come from, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if I were to go 1, 2, 3 and then miss a space, and 1, 2, 3 and then miss a space, 1, 2, 3 and miss a space, not bad. I can work with that. That will, and... yeah, maybe not, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just planning ahead. I do that from time to time. I know it's a scary thought and all that, but I do. Right. So, while we're in the area, we obviously need to keep the place lit, as well as, well, we can't pick those up while I've got a full inventory, can we? But yeah, I have no real other choice than do this the hard way, which is of course going to be fill it in by hand and work magic on this. So yeah, I'm going to work this through. I will get this as full as I can, and I will be back in a little while. Appears to be a bit of a dark cave down here. Hello. He seemed particularly slow on the up. Oh, hello. Yeah, just a pocket. I hate these little caves that go nowhere. They just pop up out of nowhere and do nothing. Yeah, but we're steadily getting there anyway. Oh, well, we would be if I hadn't just boxed myself into a corner. We're on the last layer of cobble, which is this layer, and then it's going to be 2 layers. I've worked out my landscape back here, and I have, for the time being, sculpted this hill back into a shape over there and leveled this bit back down. So this is where the steps from the town square are coming up, and this is where I want to put the church, and that hill's going to go. Probably a fair amount of this will go as well. I don't know exactly yet how I'm going to handle this, because there's a lot of filling in back here to do. And obviously we're not that far. If I just go back, if I go to my journey map and change this to nighttime view, we're not that far. We're only 2 chunks away from the edge of the town. So we've only got like, what, 32, 48 blocks to work with in this space here. So yeah, interesting things. Oh, looks like we had nomads today. Okay. Anyway, so I need to lay this down. I'm going to lay 2 layers of dirt down on the top of all of this, and that will be the landscaping of this done. Now, I realise that this may seem a little bit OCD, or well, a lot OCD, or OC. Forget the D. I know I get told off for saying OCD when I'm actually not OCD. I'm just sometimes a little obsessive compulsive, but I wouldn't say it was a disorder or any form of actual illness, so you know, just OC. I have a personal pet hate of seeing builds where people just put a skin of dirt down and then wonder why that getting attacked by every mob in the world underneath it, and it's all they can hear is rrr. I hate it when I can hear the growls, or worse still when I can see the little mob indicators, because of course we play modded, so I've got a map there and if I can see the actual mobs underground, which is even worse for me. So yeah, for me it's fill in the hole properly or don't bother. Now I have in the past on occasion indulged in a layer gap, which still stops spawning, but it still offends my sensibilities. It's crazy. It does mean that things take an awful lot longer sometimes for me, but this is who I am, and I am at peace with who I am. No greater gift will you find in the world than being at peace with who you are. That actually almost sounded wise for a second then, which is also scary. I don't do wise. I do inadvised most often. Anyway, yeah, I'm waffling. I am going to get on with doing this, and I shall be back once I've got the this all done. Alright, and with the application of this last stack, well, last few blocks actually, I ran out just here. We've got this filled in, and it is filled in, you know, as I said, it's my little obsessiveness, but it's done proper. We've not skimped, we've not cut corners, and yeah, we've got a few flowers and a few bits and pieces of blocks, but nothing majorly exciting there. Now what we do need to do is get this wall completed. Get this stairs completed. So this wall needs to be completed all the way up to and including here. And that's going to be relatively straightforward. You know, we just need to go in, drop that down, and then we're going to do something on this facing here. So this is going to be our power plant, and we're going to have 9 water wheels coming out of there in banks of 3, possibly 2 more. Either we could possibly do 2 on that side and 2 on that side. That might be a bit much though, and that's going to be how we're going to generate all of our RF for use with immersive. That's the plan anyway. So the next thing I need to do is go down and bring this, bring this wall over, yeah, and get this structure done all the way down here. So we've got it coming right down to, and this basically this edge of the city will be locked and safe. That's the next job. So I'm going to just sort myself out a little bit, grab a few bits and pieces, and we'll this should be all flour. Well, if we just pop our Pop our crates down. This is all miscellaneous crap with a little bit of that going on and a little bit of that going on. That's all we need out of, oh, and those. And then, yeah, basically sort myself out. So we're good for, you know, the next bit of this build. So I will do that, and I shall be back in a sec. All right, need a little more spruce. We're running low down to our last stack. Well, not the last stack. We've got lots of stacks down here. Last stack on our personage. So how are we for spruce anyway? We've got a 204. Yeah. I'll take a little more. Doesn't hurt to have more than we need, and I can always just drop this andesite and a few bits and pieces off here. A bit of dirt perhaps. There we go. So yeah, I've been finding ways to get around this place a bit quicker as well. So I mean, I may actually just use a couple of waystones, a few waystones around the place, but for now I'm just using any high point on the ground that I can find to get over, and starting to get there. We're bringing that round. I'll just swoop round over here. We still need to work on this, but this is starting to piece together, and we just need to get the back bit on. I'm thinking that I may, because I've got an entrance here to power it, I may carry on and bring this through so we can walk past the machine room where these water wheels are going to be. I'm only going to do, I've decided I'm definitely only going to do the 9, and you know, just keep it there. I have got some flints on me, haven't I? Yes, good, because I need to make some shakes. Not shakes as in milkshake, but you know, these. So yeah, once we've got this on, I think the next thing to do is to clear some space over there, work on the outside of this wall, and maybe that little bit of that wall there. There's so much wall to work on that I'm not going to get it all done this episode because it's fiddly. It's fiddly-faddly, and yeah, that will take us, I think, to a good point to wrap up now. Whether we get the power generation in or whether we just get the water wheels running, and then we'll get the storage done on a stream or something. Hopefully I'll be streaming anyway. I'm a little bit under the weather at the moment with cold, so hopefully by the time you've seen this, that's passed. But you know what it's like with colds. They can quite easily vanish in a second, or you know, take ages to go. And I'm not gonna make any promises. When I get colds, I tend to get them quite. I won't say I'll get them bad, but yeah, bad enough. That will hopefully be enough. I've got some scaffold over here, so let me just get this in, and again I'll be back in a moment. Well, we've still got glitching villagers. He's been sat there for ages, but he seems happy. He's obviously getting something out of this sugarcane that we're not. However, I have found out the way to fix this particular problem, and that is to unload your village. Whoa, that's not good. Wow, that's a lot of nastiness. You feel to be a little bit warm, sir. You need to go away. Spider's alright, don't mind him. What are we doing? We're getting there. Let's go and have a look while we're down here. So, plenty of diamonds. Plenty of redstone, lapis, iron. Lots of stuff there. Reasonable amount of stuff there. Lots of stuff coming out of there. More up here. It's obviously when the hoppers get jammed backed up, this is where we end up with these being spread across, and it's not a problem. What we do need to do is probably bring the braziers don't work between dimensions, do they? I'm fairly certain they don't. Let me just have a look. Unknown fluid, yeah, so it can't work across dimensions, which is a bit of a shame, but again, we've got the means of bringing large volumes of stuff, but I really only came in here just to unload the world, so we can head back. And you see, he's off again. He's working. He's right. So we need to make water wheels from immersive engineering. That's our first thing. I'm not sure how long I've been recording either, so you know this episode could run a little long. Who knows? However, we can definitely utilize this function just to, in fact, maybe actually maybe chuck half of that away as well, because I don't really want all that now. The thing is, I know that some of that will not have gone where I wanted it to go, because some of those I took out of the thing. So if we look in here, for example, that and that are all in the wrong bloody place. See, that should be in there. Building blocks should be, well, technically speaking, I should have chiseled these all back to stone. I don't have to, but you know, just if I'm being tidy, that lot should go there, and then that would go there, and that would go there. And as long as you leave one of those in there, then you're fine. But it's when you empty it of all the inventory of all of those items. So a habit to get into is probably leaving one of everything behind when you go. And miscellaneous, that probably can have those torches for now, because I've got way more torches than I need. And that can go in there because it doesn't really have a home. So creosote is full. I have put water and stuff in here, and we can take our creosote amphora. And we can take some wood. What shall we use? Spruce, oak. We'll take a stack. Where's my crafting table? Over here. Bang. And we'll do a full stack, I think, of bang. That, because why wouldn't you? I mean, it's barely made a dent on the creosote anyway. And then we want to make water wheels, which are made with those, and that uses obviously sticks. So, and we need steel to go in the middle. I should have a little bit of things. I use quite a bit of that to do other stuff, to do the research actually for the mass production. But it doesn't matter because I can do that. I'm trying to think how many I need for these. I need 9, don't I? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then of course we need to make these. So that should be relatively straightforward as well. If we do that, black those in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. 1, 2, that's... Ooh, okay. That's another 3. And then we need 4 more of those. And that should be plenty. Do that. And that, and then just split those up around there, stick those in, that's 2, stick those in, that's 9. 9 water wheels, simple as. And then we need 3 kinetic dynamos, and for that we need copper coils, for that we need copper, so we need make copper sheet with hammer. Right, we're going to need to pull some stuff together. Let's go and have a look. We need copper, so that needs wire. We need wire cutters, don't we? Get there eventually. Sticks and iron. Grab a little bit of iron, and is it that? Yep. Then we need to make 4 copper. Oh, let me just. How much copper have I actually got processed? A reasonable amount. Let's take that lot for starters. And immersive. Tell you, this is going to take me a while to figure out exactly where everything is, but once we've got there, we'll be laughing. No, that and those. That goes for those. And then 1, 2, 3 for those. Iron, 1, 2, 3. 1, and then we need to do more copper. So that's 1 kinetic's worth. Yeah, I'm going to need to do more. Let me just pull together enough to do these, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, got 3. I've also made some LV coils because we're going to need those. We need some redstone valuables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we've got the iron, so that should allow me to make 3 of those. So all of those are done. And then the only thing we're going to need then is the LV connectors. That might be a little bit more challenging. A relay, possibly want those at some point. So I'm not sure whether I've got any terracotta at all. I should have some terra. Yes, I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to process some copper up though, because we really are running low on that. LV connectors, and obviously we're going to want a capacitor now. We can quite easily make an LV capacitor. That's going to take a little bit more doing because we're going to need to create an alloy kiln for that, but that's fine. We can make one of them. But an LV capacitor should be fine for the time being. We don't desperately need to connect these up today, to be honest. So I'm going to, I think, place that, and that into the thing. We'll just get these in place if we can. Yeah, because I definitely need to process copper, and I don't really have much because I'm not intending to not mine at the copper level. Now we'll probably get more with the quarry because that's obviously mining all of the levels. Right, what is in? We need to probably sort our chests out a little bit. Let me just do a quick tidy up, and well, that's fine. And that one, these ones should be empty. They are. We'll take that one with us then. That's fine. Yeah, we might as well take some more of that with us. And then the quickest way of getting back over, of course, is to hang glide over for the time being. So, yeah. Wherever my hang glider's gone. Now, I have got a good number of those waystones. So what I may do is put a waystone in over this side, a waystone over in my castle, and then I can just set them up to work faster that way. The other thing we need to do, of course, is get it back to daytime, because This area down here, not the friendliest of places. So yeah, that's a thing to consider as well. And we probably want to go down a wee bit. How do I want to play this? Maybe I should come in from here and work my way to the front there. That's probably the best way to go. Let me just get myself in here. I'm going to think we'll do it like this actually. In fact, that can just all come in like that. Bit of that. Because I know that this is there, so if I then go this way, 1, 2, 3, and then start coming around here, we'll hit the relevant shape. In fact, I think we've got one more here. So yeah, I'll just stick some torches in, I'll do a little bit of excavating, and I shall be back with you momentarily. Alright, oh, something not quite right there. What is missing in that? I would say we've not got any water in the centre block. Let me go and have a peek. But we've got 3 sets of water wheels running at the edge of the castle, which is pretty awesome. I just need to somehow get in here. Why am I not getting full flow? Got it on all other 3. The only problem is that when you do this, water goes bloody everywhere. Anyway, let's so there's only one space left that I've not tried. Peculiar. But not only will this generate a pretty good amount of energy, I think, for the amount we need. Right, we need to swap out a few blocks, I think. And we need to perhaps try place one there. Well, how bizarre. Not entirely sure why we're not getting the flow there. I mean, I can see there. Okay. Very strange. Every other one worked fine, but that one, oh no. Anyway, let's come out here where we can have a look at this magnificent wee beastie. I'm really happy with that as a design. Obviously, we're going to tidy it up. We're going to get rid of the torches. We'll make the slipways look a little bit more, well, slipway-ish. Get some mossy in there, you know, usual kind of thing. But for an initial starting point for 10, I'm happy with that. Detailing will be the next job, of course, as is always the case, and we'll put a power plant or something on the top where we'll link in and get the power up to a power plant on the top, and we'll just have a transformer room or something in there with capacitors. yeah, happy. And on that note, I'm going to call it an episode. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.